Joining us now on the line to further discuss the explosion that rocked the heart of Beirut is future Bloc MP Bassem Al Shaab. Mr. Shaab, many analysts fear that the attack is a sign that Syria's civil war is dragging into Lebanon. Is that the case?
Well, it seems to be indeed the case. Everybody is convinced that this hideous crime was perpetrated by the Syrian regime. And it is indeed the Syrian regime that is trying to bring its troubles to Lebanon to alleviate its deteriorating situation in Syria. The question is, the pro-Syrian parties in Lebanon, are they going to accept this and be dragged into this strife that the Syrian regime is bringing upon us with this hideous crime?
So, earlier today, the head of the Future Movement, Saad Hariri, accused directly, as you said, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad for Hassan's assassination. And is March 14 also directly accusing his allies in Lebanon?
Well, in the past, Syria's allies have been instrumental in perpetrating some of these crimes. And let us not forget that the International Tribunal has called upon four members of Hezbollah who were accused of being participants in the crime against Prime Minister Hariri. So the Syria's allies in Lebanon have a history of complicity. And the deafening silence that we are hearing from them and this usual method of accusing Israel is not going to work this time unless Syria's accomplices in Lebanon rise to the occasion and take a nationalistic Lebanese sovereign line. We are clearly heading for a confrontation.
Wissam al-Hassan, who was age 47, arrived in Beirut from Paris on Thursday, and he was a close ally to Rafiq Hariri, and he played a key role in the probe of the assassination of the former premier. Now, this morning, ISF Director General Ashraf Rifi said that Hassan's life had been threatened since the case file of former Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri was opened. So why now? Why yesterday, this explosion?
Well, it is very difficult to say why or when. Why, we know why, because Wissam al-Hassan is a key security person, and getting him out of the way would basically free up Lebanon for all kinds of illicit acts.
Do you think, I'm sorry, I want to cut you, do you think it has anything to do with him playing a pivotal role in uncovering the Smaha case?
Well, the Prime Minister Miati himself confessed to that.
Right.
And this really points to the fact that whoever did this wants to get rid of an important person who was pivotal in maintaining security in Lebanon. And now with this important man out of the way, the Lebanese Lebanon is open to all kinds of acts.
So, speaking of what is going to happen, one could argue that Miati's resignation could lead to possible chaos without any sole governing power. And he's putting the final decision regarding his resignation in the hands of the president. But if there should be a transition, or what can we expect should Miati resign?
Well, first of all, it is very unlikely that Miati and this government are going to survive this huge event. It is not only symbolic that Wissam al-Hassan will be laid to rest next to Rafiq al-Hariri. This is an event that will unfold consequences, just like Prime Minister Hariri's assassination. And one of the consequences is that Miati cannot continue to govern as Prime Minister. The resignation is a question of time, and Prime Minister Miati wants to give himself some time. In case he resigns, and when he resigns, there will be a caretaker government. But clearly a one-sided government, like the one that we saw for the last year, can no longer rule the country or control things. This has been a very sad episode for Prime Minister Miati and has ended really in tragedy.